What's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, February 27th, I think. And obviously down in the shop, there's the car with no sheet metal. We have all the sheet metal piled up right there and over there on the table. And Pops and I got carried away. So y'all don't get on us too bad. We made all the decking for the car except one piece. Ran out of sheet metal, and that was my fault. I messed up a piece. It was a big piece, and we couldn't get that piece that I'm right there. I couldn't get that out of the piece that I messed up. So, of course, I gotta get some more sheet metal. It's no big deal. It's only a 24 by 24 inch piece that goes right there, or it's smaller than that, but that's how much metal I need. But I gotta get more metal anyway, because we gotta do the doors, quarters, hood, roof, everything. So we were just trying to finish up the decking. And what we're gonna do in this video is we've got everything loose right now and taken off, because we need to finish the fuel cell cage. Y'all heard me mention before that the fuel cell cage is not finished underneath. So we want to finish the fuel cell cage, get it painted so we can get it back in the car, excuse me, for the final time. And that way we can get that out of the way, and we can put the sheet metal for the decking back in the car, and don't have to worry about taking it back out. We still need to run fuel line. We still got to get fuel line. I haven't gotten fuel line yet. We've been working on battery cables, brake lines, stuff like that. Pops and I came down here last night for a little while. I didn't get in the shop last night till like 8 o'clock. So we piddled till about 9 o'clock last night, and we got every bit of the wiring finished up. And technically, every bit of the brake lines are ran except for one, and that is from the master cylinder, or I'm sorry, from the T to the left front brake over to the right front brake to put in line the right front electric cutoff. I had to order a right front brake cutoff, so it's on the way. Should be here tomorrow or Thursday, and we'll get that plumbed in, get that wired up. The wires are already ran, so that'll be the last thing that we have to do under the dash. And we can start putting decking and everything back in the car, put the dash back in. There will be access panels. I'll turn the camera around and show y'all real quick. This is part of the dash and stuff that goes up here. Some of it's up here. This is the big piece right here that goes, y'all seen we have between these bars, and covers all this. So there will be a big access panel right here in that piece, so we can check brake fluid, check our quickener, make sure all this is tight, do our weekly maintenance. If we need to get to the solenoid switch, we can go through this panel. It's going to be one of those like 14-inch long panels, so we'll be able to get to all that stuff and fix what we need to. But everything is wired right now. I picked up this battery cable yesterday that goes down to the starter from the solenoid switch. So picked that up yesterday. It's just kind of hanging out right here. It was one of those cables from O'Reilly's that has a battery cable end on one end and an eyelet on the other end, which we'll cut that off and put on these, one of these, to go to the starter. So we kind of just stuck a battery over in here and cut the power on. And I will, let me see, make sure nothing's touching. All right, everything's, so the master is on right now. I'll show y'all that everything does come on. Pops is up at the house. He was eating some supper. So, gauges come on. Of course, this tail tack gets its signal from the distributor. We've got all the wires ran. We were testing the lights, the warning lights. Of course, that one's on right now. Don't know why. Not exactly sure why. Anyway, the warning lights do work. That one right there is on right now. It shouldn't be because it's only on when the oil pressure sending unit is grounded out. So I think that wire might be touching right over there. But anyway, I'll work on that here in just a second. But that light right there was not, it didn't have a bulb in it. So right now it has a blue LED bulb, and that's all I had up here in the cabinet. So what I'm gonna do is take one of these white bulbs out of here and put in there, and I've got some new blue LEDs I'll put in both of the gauges so they match. And they're a little bit brighter. So we'll get all that figured out and get all that taken care of. And I know some people had some questions about the battery cutoff being in that position. When I'm in the seat, this dash, I can actually reach out and lay my hand up on it. So even strapped back. So that switch is made to where on is like this and off is that way. So that way if I'm in the car and say something happens, I can reach up and just slap it off. I can just hit that disconnect and cut it off. So, but we're getting there, y'all. We're going to work on getting this fuel cell cage knocked out. We're going to pull it back out of the car, build around the fuel cell. Y'all seen us do that a million times. Probably won't show that. I'll probably pick back up after we get that finished. But we will show y'all, we're going to lay all this decking back in. I'll do a time lapse of us sticking all these pieces in, and then we'll do a walk around video and show y'all the progress, show y'all what we made, how we made it, why we made it. And yeah, we'll show y'all how far we've gotten. It's moving along. We can't wait to get this thing knocked out, y'all. We're ready to race. So y'all hang out. We're gonna do a little work. Alrighty, so as you can see in the time lapse when I was piecing it all back together, this is all the decking except for the piece I didn't get to make. Now, I don't think, I know that piece isn't big enough, so I'm gonna have to get a piece. Ryan King, my buddy, that y'all know Jerry King that we buy tubing from. Ryan does bodies. So he said he had some yellow down there, and I may just go get a piece so I can knock out that piece for now, and then we'll go get full sheets to do the sides. Obviously none of this is pot riveted down, and I just kind of threw it up here. This back piece right here will actually lip up over these, so this isn't a mud catch, and I just laid them up here on top just for now. So y'all get an idea. It turned out good. All this fits nice and neat. All this still has the plastic on it, so we'll pull plastic off when we get ready to put it in there. Door plating, we made some door plate. I did bend it by accident, but it'll work. And right here, I took some 1-inch round tubing and some flat bar and made a bracket. This is where I'll be getting in and out of the car. Even though this is not wide right here, it would still roll this down, you know, if there wasn't anything under there to support it. So made that. It's just something to sit on, and that sheet metal won't bend. The dash, and of course that access panel will be right here, and we'll go ahead and we'll put that in, and once we get it marked out where we need it. But there it is. There's the decking. And the way we do them is the way a lot of people do them. Open wheels and late models and stuff like that are all done that way pretty much now. These outside pieces are actually laid up on top of, that way you can replace them easy. And that's the way we made all these pieces, which we did butt this, and we'll pull that tight and pot root all that together so it'll be neat. But all these outside pieces lay up on the inside pieces, so it's easy to fix them. And so I just wanted to show y'all what we got done so far. We'll pull all this back out. We'll knock out the fuel cell cage. Pop's decided to show up. We'll get all this pulled back out, get the fuel cell cage knocked out, and then we'll get back with y'all. We're gonna, like I said, we won't show y'all that. We have seen us do it. So we're gonna get these T-bars painted, everything painted where we ground and cut and put tabs on. So we'll get all that fixed up. So y'all hang out. All right, y'all. So we got the fuel cell out, all the sheet metal taken back off, and we got our fuel cell cage made. We did decide to go ahead and use the round bar. I just got it welded all up, so I'm not gonna reach down there and grab it with my bare hand right now. So Pop's got his gloves on. We ran 1 inch along the bottom of the fuel cell, capped each end of it, and then we put our angle on that bar, and that runs down the angle of the fuel cell. So Pop's got the acetone out. We're about to wipe and clean this up. We were looking at our paint inventory, I should say, and we didn't have any purple or black, but guess what? We got yellow. So it's only fitting that we're gonna paint that fuel cell cage yellow. You're not gonna see it anyway. It's gonna be behind the bumper cover, behind the quarter panels and stuff. You won't see it, so it'll be fine. I just want paint on it so it don't rust. And we're gonna throw some paint on that real quick, and y'all hang out. We're gonna get it back over in the car in a little bit. All right, y'all. Well, y'all seen in the time lapse where I painted that yellow and I didn't like it. So then I got some aluminum paint, aluminum colored paint. Y'all remember I painted the spindles and the control arms with it, and I don't like that either. So I'm gonna paint it black. It's not all the way painted aluminum, as you can tell. There's still some yellow on there, and that's because I just don't like that aluminum. I should have painted it black to begin with, like I was going to, but we don't have enough black. That's me being impatient and my fault. Pops knows that all too well. I'm ready to get this thing done. I'm not rushing, stuff that's going to be a safety issue. I really wanted to get that fuel cell cage back in there and get the fuel cell back in there. And all we'd have to do is put the 2-inch straps over the top of it and then run our fuel line, and we can start putting decking in. So that's me. I'm going to get some black paint so I can paint that fuel cell cage and put it in the car. In the meantime, Pops and I changed the bulbs, as I mentioned before, and put the blue LEDs in the gauges. And then I put this didn't have a bulb in it, so I took one of the clear bulbs from here and put in my warning light. So now we got all that fixed. I don't want this video to get too long. I know we haven't done a lot in this video, but show you the decking we made and talk about the updates on the wiring and the plumbing and all that stuff. If you haven't noticed, we had the heater running earlier. We had the heater running earlier because today is Wednesday. We didn't do the fuel cell cage last night, so Pops and I came down here tonight to do it, and it was 70 degrees when I went to work at 5:30 this morning, and right now it's 40. So we had the heater on. We had rain come through earlier this morning and brought a cold front with it. So yeah, we're back to having the heater on. But anyway, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. I don't want this video to get too long. Like I said, we're waiting on parts. Tomorrow's Thursday. Brake cutoff will be here. Right front brake cutoff will be here. So in the next video, Pops and I will work on getting that plumbed, wired up, and get it finished up. And then we can work on getting the fuel cell cage back in it. Try to get us some fuel line. We haven't bought fuel line yet. And so we got to get fuel line and a fuel filter, and we'll get that ran. And once we get that ran, then we can start pot ribbon and decking in the car. So
what size is it?
-8.
No, the return.
The return, I'm not sure. I know, I think it is. I think we got some 6 caps. Yeah.
I think I got a -8 now.
Yeah. So we've got to get us some fuel line, y'all. So I want to give a shout out. There's nothing on the package, and nobody has sent me any messages or anything. We had this brake line kit on the Amazon wish list, and it comes with the fittings and plumbing and everything, copper tubing, 3/16. Somebody bought it. We appreciate you very much. If you will, comment below and let us know who you are, and that way we can thank you properly. It came with a flare tool in the kit, and we don't know who sent it. So I'll have to get on my email and see if I can find a name or something like that. So we appreciate you very much, whoever did buy it.
You wouldn't believe it.
Everything helps us, y'all. I mean, like I've said before, we're going to put the car together, and it just takes a lot. You know, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, and we've had a lot of great help on this car, y'all. I'm telling you, I am forever grateful for the people that have helped me and Pops get this car together. And I know I'm rambling, I know I'm talking, and I know I say this all the time, but it's just truly how I feel. We've never been in this position before to where we've had so much help. And from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate it very much. So, with that said, we got work to do. Pops is over here piddling with the fuel cell now. He thinks he got a cap. He got a 90.
Got a 90 for the vent.
For the vent.
And I'll have to see if I got a...
And we'll have to get some fuel line. If anybody hasn't seen the Amazon wish list, it's just a list that I made that I would know what I need to order. And we've had people purchase off of our wish list and send to us, and we appreciate that very much, like the brake line kit. If you'll notice on that wish list, if you've looked at it before, there was a right front brake cutoff on that list and a toggle switch for the right front brake cutoff. And those items are removed, obviously, because I ordered them. And it's just, I made that list for me. But I had people ask me how they could help. And if you want to, check out that list. I'm going to put a link in the description. Anything off of that list helps us get closer to the racetrack, y'all. And we can't wait to get to the racetrack and get y'all some good racing content. Mind you, I have not been in a race car in 6 years. And even then, in 2018, I only raced 8 races. So
that's going to be fun.
yeah, as Pops just said, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, all right. I hope I don't total a brand new race car. But we thank y'all. I'm going to quit rambling. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Cannot thank y'all enough.
if y'all will, go support all the other racing channels on YouTube. I know probably a lot of y'all watch Chase Holland and Hunt the Front. And if you will, go watch Jason Dukes at Dirt Race Life. Go watch TJ Roush at Dirt Fever TV. There is so many more. And those guys are trying to get dirt racing out there in the world. And I feel like dirt racing is doing better now than it's ever done in many years. Well, I say not that it's ever done, more than it's done in a while. And dirt racing's huge right now. And we appreciate y'all very much. But until next time.
Appreciate it, guys, gals. Thank y'all very much for everybody that's helped us, supported us.
For sure.
Appreciate the comments too. I mean,
Yep.
I enjoy reading them. I really do. Thank y'all very much. Until next time, God bless you.
See y'all.